Okay, we've got these two knives. Yeah, two. I'm making another one. Beside this one, I'm making a semi-skinner version that I'm not really going to show in the video because the process is the same. It's going to have a maple handle, and you'll see it at the end. But these two knives are ready for heat treatment. So we're going to put them in there. That's got them on my refractory that will hold them upright. And so we're going to be coming to a temperature of first 1200 degrees. And we're going to let it sit just for a little bit. Kind of a normalizing pre-soak temperature. Then we're jumping up to 1475. We're going to hold that temperature for 30 minutes. And then we'll take them out and we'll quench them in the oil, which will have been brought up to about 185 degrees. And then they're going into a 475 degree draw for just about 2 hours. So it takes a little while for the furnace to get up to temperature. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on high and click on the pyrometer, and I'll come back when there's something to see besides a heat treating furnace. Okay, we've been at our critical temperature for enough time, so we're going to come out and we're going to quench. And a couple of tips: don't linger a long time between taking it out of the furnace, getting it into the oil. And you want to close the furnace between, because we have two knives to quench, and sometimes we have more, but you want to close the furnace between quenching. So I'm going to reach in there and get the first one straight in. You want to move it around. I turned off the flame under the oil pot. And now that we've opened that and lowered the temperature a little bit, I'm going to let the other one come back up to critical, but it's spent enough time there to be okay. But we probably lowered the temperature of that furnace a good 45 degrees just by opening the door. It's about 15 seconds down in here. And then another thing, here's a tip. When you have steel this hot, you go reaching in there and grabbing it with pliers. Don't squeeze it too hard. If you look at these, I don't know if this will focus, but I've got the tips spread, and they used to be serrated jaws, and I've ground them smooth. But I really can't squeeze too hard because this steel is plastic, and you can squeeze a depression in it if you're not careful. That's heartbreaking. Ask me how I know. Okay, I've let that other knife normalize at temperature for about another 5 to 7 minutes, and that's pretty good. That should get the heat even up there. So out it comes. Straight into the oil. That smoke is why you close that furnace. Also why you extinguish the flame down here. I've already checked the other knife. Check this one for straightness, and it stayed straight. I've had a few warp in this heat treatment, but they're fixable. Alright, got the little drawing furnace already heated up. So I'm going to get these on a refractory brick and get them drawn out. And we'll come back after they get cleaned up and get this oil scale off, because right now they're fairly ugly coming out of heat treat.